It's a good evening. Welcome to the Full 10 Styles. Last night I was at Barton against Maltby Main. Unfortunately, the manager was poorly that night. He's invited me over to the training camp, which is tonight. I'm on my way to Winterton against Parkgate. I'd like to thank Craig for joining me and inviting me down to your training camps. So, obviously, taking over, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm quite new to non-league in terms of managing. Started off being an assistant at Worksop and then moved to Reneth. Did there for a season, and then returned back to Worksop as an assistant manager. Really enjoyed that with John Kennedy. And then the first team job at Worksop came available and I applied for that. Did a season there, season and a half nearly, which I fully enjoyed, and then moved on for certain reasons, and then I came to Barton several months back. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
So, and you've taken off halfway through the season. Obviously, it was a very poor start. No, I think it's to David Carter, because he's a friend of mine. He's a very good manager himself. He was with me at Old Road Rangers, and you've moved up now to steady middle table, 13th.
Yeah, so it's really difficult in the Northern Counties Prem, getting that run going at the early on in the season, and it was obviously difficult for Barton. I just wanted to come in and make sure that I brought some new players in, move players on who I thought were not good enough. And they've obviously moved on to other clubs, but I think it's about looking at stability. I think it's incorporating the reserves. I think it's bringing the right sort of young footballer to the club. And trying to win games and getting us to somewhere where we need to be in terms of preparations for next season. We right want to be up there next year. I spoke to our chairman, who is really keen about wanting to win the league. That we're not I'm not hide behind anything. At any league I'm in, I want to do best as I can, and I think certainly Barton Town is a club what should be challenging in the Northern Counties Prem and wanting to step up. And I think the infrastructure's fantastic. But again, it's just it's getting that run going. Hopefully, we've got a few players in this back end of this season in order to take us into next season and obviously challenge.
Because obviously now it's obviously better now the structure of the league. I mean, last season that's just gone. It was on at the one team up. You're finishing 9th or 10th. You think season's gone, why bother? But now they've got that 6th place promotion playoff. So the chances there.
It opens it up, and I wish. I wish the league. It's difficult for the league because I know that it's not as easy just saying 3 or 4 up, but. Especially now, it makes that so interesting towards the end of the season, and I think if they can keep that in the Northern Counties Prem, it'll stop a lot of the teams cutting the budgets just after Christmas. There'll be something to play for. Last season only one went up, and I was lucky to be the manager then, and out fantastic. But for the rest of the clubs, it's difficult. So hopefully that the league try and keep a top 2-3 place go up, and even a playoffs to make it really exciting.
Because last night you played a few reserves. Is that the idea, bringing reserves in? You find that hard getting players at this level with the area such as?
Well, it's a new area for me. But my assistant manager Rob Watson's well connected in around this area. We've got a scout who supports the network with us. But to be honest, a lot of my players are from a different part. They're from sort of Sheffield, Barnsley, Chesterfield area. But so for me, I need to be a bit selfish. I've come out here and I've got a bit of a new booklet full of players, which is great. But no, I don't want to just bring any players in to just fill in the gaps. There needs to be a bigger picture to this football club, and I think incorporating the reserves and bringing the right players in really all pushes on in preparation for next year.
Great stuff. And so your predictions for this season, then just finish off as it is, get the players in.
Yeah, we want to finish as high as we can this season. Be absolutely fantastic if we can get into that sort of like top 8, top spot. 8th, 7th, that'd be brilliant for us. We have to take each game at a time. We have to keep working really hard and trying to improve on and off the field, which the club's doing, and obviously what we're doing is concentrating on what's on the pitch. So looking forward to it.
I know you're enjoying site and everything, but after the season I was doing a manager's profile and that, so nearly finished now, but I'll go for manager's profile to finish off with. So obviously we know your name. How long have you been a manager? You've answered most of the questions, right? But so how long have you been a manager?
5 seasons, sir.
And your highest level as a manager?
Step 4, Bet Victor League.
Your favourite manager of all time in professional life?
Neil Warnock.
I like him as well. And how long have you been at your present club, which we all know?
Yeah, a couple of months now.
Ambitions of the club, we've been through that. And your best moment as a manager?
Winning promotion, we worked up town, well, doing the double and 22 wins on the bounce.
And your worst moment as a manager?
Being assistant manager at Shirebrook Town, it was a little bit harsh on myself and the manager, but yeah.
And how much silverware have you won?
Yeah, promotion at the Northern Counties and the Northern Counties League Cup.
And what professional club would you like to manage?
Well, the dream job would have to be Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday?
Yeah.
And which professional player would you like to sign for your club, Cesar San?
Oh,
World-class player. Past or present?
Past or present. We'll chuck in because we've got a good surface. I think we'll play well for Ronaldo. We'll go for Ronaldo. I think it'll be all right.
And how did you find out about my Facebook group?
Yeah, so I've seen it on Facebook. Obviously, know that you're sort of familiar with the Northern Counties, and I know that through the turnstile and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye.
I'm going to expand it next year. Well, next year I'm going to be down, including Barton, including Winterton, and hopefully bring big into it as well.
Oh, fantastic!
And maybe the Balkan reserves and all that league and all that.
Yes,
so I'd like to thank for your time, and good luck for Saturday. And I'm on the way to Winterton now, so all the best to you, mate.
Much.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.